No, the image gradually fast-forwarded. The image of a helpless little girl being taken away by soldiers. She reached out, wanting to protect that girl but could not. And finally, the image of her reading the letter in despair and loss. You held her head in her hands, tears flowing like rain. Please don't. Stop it. Help me. Yui opened her eyes. Her whole body was drenched in sweat. She slowly sat up. It was still her usual room since she moved here, but why did it feel so strange and scary? Trembling, she raised her hands closer to her eyes. Then Yui curled her legs, lowered her head, and cried. After a long time, she trudged into the bathroom to wash her face and take a shower. She wrapped a towel and was about to enter the bathtub when a boy with orange hair was already sitting there. What are you doing, Shu?
Of course, taking a bath.
But this is my room. If you want, you can take a bath in your room.
This is my house. Where I want to bathe is my right.
It's up to you. If you want to catch a cold, just sit there forever.
Help me change clothes.
Are you crazy?
I am lazy.
I don't care. Having said that, she also entered the bathtub.
You really are a pervert, bathing in front of a boy.
This is my room. If I don't bathe here, where will I bathe?
Shut up. I'm thirsty.
If you're thirsty, go drink water, Yua said. She didn't say much anymore. He bit her collarbone. She winced slightly in pain. A few drops of her blood fell, turning the entire bathtub red. In her mind, fragments of memories gradually appeared. First there was the same image as when she saw Reiji's memories, and then there were fragments of memories of an older past, which told her who Edgar was. Shu himself felt suffocated by the attention and restrictions and responsibilities placed upon him, which led him to run away from home. He then met Edgar, a human boy from a remote village in the human world. Shu reached it through the underground passageways that connected the demon and the human worlds. Edgar got along well with Shu and they became best friends. Because Shu made a habit of running off to play with Edgar, Reiji destroyed Edgar's village in a fire in a misguided attempt to impress and help his mother, and to take away Shu's happiness out of jealousy. Wanting to save his parents despite Shu's protest, Edgar went into the fire and died. Because of Edgar's death, Shu blamed himself and developed severe trauma from the incident. With Reiji's own mocking jabs that Shu was useless and couldn't do anything for himself, but mostly because of the pressure over him from Beatrix, Shu withdrew into himself and lost interest in doing anything except when provoked by Reiji. Because he lost interest in everything, he received a terrifying punishment. As a punishment for failing his exam and needing to repeat a school year, Shu's father had sent him in exile in the North Pole. Shu said that he had to be careful not to fall into the ocean. Ayato comments that it was a real survival trip since Shu had to fight polar bears and was scratched when he came back home. Why is God so unfair? It's not all your fault. She didn't expect Shu to be so similar to her. Self-absorbed into a shell, suffering loss. When she saw Shu's past, tears welled up in her eyes. Her mind right now only thinks of the image of a little girl with long brown hair standing in the meadow with a happy smile. Her tears kept falling. Then she angrily pulled her out and asked,
Why are you crying?
Yu sobbed, raising her hand to wipe away her tears. I'm sorry. Seeing that, Shu also softened his heart. He knew she came here to be their fiancée, but in reality she was only a mobile blood vessel in the name of fiancé. He knew that, so since she came here, even though she didn't do much for him, he still had a little bit of feelings for her. Shu hugged her and gently asked,
Did I hurt you?
Yu shook her head. It's not because of you. Because I saw what I shouldn't have seen, remembered what I shouldn't have remembered. She was a bit surprised.
What did you see?
Sorry, I dig up other people's painful pasts again.
Has this ever happened?
Yes, when everyone in this house sucked my blood, she reached out to wipe her tears. Don't you feel sad when you lose an important friend in your life, Shu?
Yes. Who is not sad or suffering? What matters is how each person behaves.
I also have sad things that I haven't been able to get over. And I also know that you haven't been able to get over them either. So let's help each other to overcome all the painful past, okay? He patted Yui's head and nodded.
Let's help each other.
Thank you so much, Shu.